Starting this broadcast with some latest news coming in from the war in Ukraine. Russian troops are pressing ahead with a new offensive in northeastern Ukraine in one of the most significant ground attacks since Moscow's full-scale invasion that began in February of 2022. After Russia's surprise cross-border incursions last week, troops are now advancing towards Kyiv, a city that in 2022 became a key symbol of fierce Ukrainian resistance against Russia's aggression. While Kyiv said that it had pulled back their troops near several villages in Kyiv, adding that the military was sending more troops to the region to hold back Russian advances. Some 8,000 Ukrainians have so far been evacuated. Aerial footage released by Kharkiv's regional prosecutor's office showed the level of destruction by a Russian missile on a settlement.
The situation is extremely difficult. The enemy is taking positions on the streets of the town of Voshansk. Today is May 15, 2024. The police are in Voshansk. Active fighting is ongoing.
Meanwhile, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has cancelled all his upcoming international trips over the fresh offensive, including a planned trip to Spain just on Friday. Russia's sudden advancement also appears to have taken Kyiv by surprise, potentially opening up a new front that could boost Moscow's spring offensive. The Russian Foreign Ministry even warned Ukraine that its forces would destroy all US military equipment supplied to Ukraine.
We'd like to disappoint them. We'll save the Zelensky regime from collapse. All of the military equipment supplied to Ukraine will be destroyed.
On the other hand, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken, during his visit to Kyiv, announced the release of a further $2 billion in military aid for Ukrainian forces. The aid is part of the $61 billion package that Washington approved several weeks ago following months of delay in the Congress. Blinken said the purpose of the aid was to quote-unquote provide weapons today, as well as invest in Ukrainian infrastructure and help Ukraine purchase military equipment from other countries. While Ukrainian Foreign Minister continued to emphasize on the faster delivery of ammunition, a frustrated Ukrainian soldier told the Telegraph newspaper how he had to stand and watch Russia amass tens of thousands of soldiers behind the border before launching an attack just last week. Speaking on the condition of anonymity, he said, and I'm quoting, "We could have disrupted Russian plans before the actual engagement, but we couldn't because we didn't have permission from the US government." Meanwhile, in Moscow, Putin held his first public meeting on Wednesday with new Defense Minister Andrei Bolosov, an economist and long-term Kremlin advisor, since he replaced Sergei Shoigu in a surprise shake-up to Russia's military leadership. The talks also included Shoigu in his new role as Security Council chief, army generals and other government officials responsible for arms production and industry.
Правительство, вы знаете, в целом сохранился, был укреплен, когда мы видим, в том числе от парламента.
For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.